Hello everyone, GBA049 here, and welcome back to another episode of A Dreadful Journey featuring Metroid Fusion, episode number 37. Sector 1. Home to SR388 wildlife. Retrieved in here for unknown purposes, yet, surprisingly, this is a thing that honestly makes me... it really gets me thinking. Despite the fact that there are absolutely no space pirates in SR388, yet you encounter them in Metroid Fusion. Why is that? Why in the hell is that? Space pirates roam the vicinity in other places of Sector 1, yet they're Zebesians. They're not Zebesians. Why are space pirates in this game? I don't understand that. I guess I'll talk more about later and just point out an interesting, a very unique Easter egg onside the air cooling units itself. If you look very closely on the top left corner around the vent, you can see a Nintendo GameCube piled around the debris. Or as I like to call it, the Nintendo shit cube, because
it's a piece of fucking shit!
Well, that one anyway, because that one doesn't work. That Nintendo shit cube no longer works. Now why in the heck would they even place that around an air cooling unit? I may never know. You may encounter more variety inside here. Just X-Parasites morphing into more enemies of SR388, Housens and Hornodes. Thankfully, they're a lot more easier to take down. But they still deal quite a... yeah, okay. A lot of fucking damage. Thankfully, we get our third energy tank, which is mainly supposed to be our second. But still helpful. Especially when we eventually encounter the SAX, but we're not going to in this area yet. Motos. I wonder if they're affected by missiles on their front side. Yeah, missiles in this game are significantly much more powerful than any other version of missile in the series, because normally missiles would deflect right back off of them. Well, to be fair, they're just mimics. The motos that we encounter are just mimics. And here we go, space pirates in the BSL station, a Zebesian. Yet this is a place. Yet this is an ecosystem for SR388. Basically like reviving the unique wildlife living, like thriving SR388. Yet how in the fuck were how in the absolute fuck were X-Parasites able to get their hands on space pirates? That I really want to know. It doesn't make any sense to me. No space pirates have ever walked on the surface of SR388. Not before or since. They did not appear in Samus Returns. They did not appear in Metroid 2 Return of Samus. They did not appear in AIM2R. So, how did the X-Parasites get a hold of them? I'm not sure. It's a good old scissor. A lot more annoying in here than they were in Super Metroid. You know, it's kind of interesting that on how much sinister detail is like added into the background of added into the background while an air cooling vent is malfunctioning. It flashes red. It's almost like as if that it's releasing some kind of toxic gas. And the moment we turn it off, it stabilizes the area once more. Infinitely respawning horror nodes in the background. At least I think. What the heck is that? Right there in the center. Like, I don't know, like around the horror nodes. I guess it's practically nothing. Might be some kind of sack. Like an egg sack of sorts. Even though the X parasites now actually can replenish your energy when you touch them, they barely restore energy at all. They only restore 10 at a time. And one missile each. One missile, 10 units of energy. Or maybe it was 2. Let me double check. Let me get a green X parasite, please. That's the yellow one. I want a green one. Yellow, 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 yellow. Ah, forget it. I'll get it. I'll do it later. All right. Atmospheric stabilizer online. 2 units still malfunctioning. A warm-up happening inside a warm-up of a game. Yeah, technically, technically throughout your time in Sector 1, you're just doing chores. I'm not quite sure what would actually happen if I don't know. What would actually happen if the atmospheric stabilizers were like not fixed? Where it like trigger a self-destruct sequence that is unavoidable this time, unlike the one that happens in Sector 3. Either way, we kind of need it. All right, take care of these SR-38 Asians, not Zabesians, because why? I don't understand that. What are they doing here? Someone might as well have to give me answers because I don't have it myself. I'm genuinely curious. Why are Zabesians inside an SR-388 ecosystem? I don't know. Yeah, it's best to just like use missiles to take care of the enemies down here. Alright. And we encounter our second boss in the game. Not exactly second boss. I call it a mini boss, considering on how it's designed in here. Somehow, an X-Parasite was able to mimic a chorizo statue. I guarantee that it is a chorizo statue in SR-388. Let's take care of this parasitic mass, bulbous mass of a Ghidorah. By far the most tedious to take down because of how much health they have. All right, look at that, a Chozo statue. What do I get in here? A core X-Parasite. And when you fire a missile at its core, it immediately shoots at you. And yeah, of course. And yeah, of course I actually died by this thing the first time I encountered it because I don't know why. Oh, what do you know? You turned me nice. You turned me nice. Thank you very much. And now I would gladly take a broken power-up I'm not even kidding. The charge beam in Metroid Fusion is ridiculously unbalanced. Because you see that waving effect, like on the waving effect on the arm cannon the moment you unleash a charge beam? Yeah. Firing at point blank range deals double or, double or triple the amount of damage than a normal charge shot. It shoots 2 projectiles from a charge shot. But that wouldn't be enough. The waving effect on the charge beam deals the most damage. If you ask, okay, if I recall correctly, it seems that the charge beam in Metroid Fusion is equally as strong as a single missile. A little bit crazy if you ask me, but yeah, demonstration, dead. What usually happens? Okay, never mind. It actually takes 2. It only takes 2 shots to kill. 2 shots to kill a single a single scissor enemy. Sizer. Sizer or scissor? I don't know. First time, if this is like your first time playing Metroid Fusion, I highly encourage you to use the charge beam often. It is extremely helpful. Because I hardly ever use a charge beam in Metroid Fusion, and I probably should. The more that I think about it. Yep, just straight up freaking murder them. Point blank range. You are at your most strongest when you deliver a charge shot at point blank range because of the unique wave effect that it offers. Obviously enough, there is something in here, but I'm just gonna go save my game first. All right. This is where the wall jump comes in handy. It's like one of the, if you ask me, that's like one of the only times in the game where the wall jump actually becomes fun to use, because in here, it's not all that, it's not all that fluid in movement. It's more heavy. They made wall jumps more heavy than light in Metroid Fusion. Perhaps that Samus has a powerful weight on her chest. Like every single time when she's adventuring or just I'd say navigating, surviving inside every single passage in the BSL ship. All right. There we go. All stabilizers online. Atmospheric levels equalized. Which practically means that our duty is officially complete and we need to go to the next sector. But we need to do something else real quick before we do that. Or, actually, no. Okay, I'm wrong. I'm pretty sure you're supposed to open up the blue or green hatches inside Sector 1 before you exit out of this area. Like I said, it's been a while, but... And there's the amoebas. Holy crap. I was not aware of how much damage they actually deal when they morph onto me. Oh my lord. Yeah, they're called pseudo Metroids. And that's the biggest they can and that is the biggest they can get. know, there's one thing that kind of disappoints me a little bit about Metroid Fusion. Same case that I have with Metroid 2: Return of Samus and Samus Returns respectively. Since Sector 1 is an SR388 based ecosystem, only a handful of creatures are inside there. Not a handful, a pinch full of enemies are in this sector. Everything else, it's unknown to know if the enemies, if the X-Parasites were able to mimic the rest of the creatures on SR388. I like the Yumbos, Pincherflies, Octrolls, Autodes, Autrax. Actually, no, I don't really. Actually, they're not able to possess. Oh, wait, never mind. They actually are. I forgot about that. I don't know, like mechanical bioforms. Yeah, they are. They're able to. Yep, they're able to possess like organic and mechanic life forms. All right. Interact with Atom, the Atom CPU. Atmospheric stabilizers online, but many X have already made it to other sectors, it seems. In particular, Sector 2, TRO, the tropical habitat, shows abnormalities. I suspect the X entered this sector with the help of our unseen saboteur. He or it may be in TRO now. Samus, get over there. We need to put an end to this. Yeah, after reading a sentence like that, it's like, oh yeah, unseen saboteur, get over there. Why? That sounds a bit sudden. Unless it is aware of what is walking past us. Is your objective clear? Start moving. I'll brief you at the TRO navigation room. Every single waking second in Metroid Fusion, the game just constantly reminds you that you're never safe. As I listened to the briefing, my thoughts turned to Adam. The real Adam understood me well. He would end orders by saying, "Any objections, lady?" He knew I wouldn't disagree. That was just his way of noting our trust. I wonder if I can trust this computer too. Another thing that I really love about another thing that I really admire a lot about Metroid Fusion is its thought-provoking narratives that it just constantly pieces together until the mystery is eventually solved. But here's the thing, though. This is just a slap in the face of fear-mongering. A quintessential example of fear-mongering I have ever seen. In a video game like this. Because at first, it just makes you so horrified. It makes you so horrified on the SAX's official confirmed identity that's told to you without warning, not even softening the blow. Just straight up fucking tells you of what's after you. This happens right here. Dead silence. I have learned the identity of our mystery saboteur. The first 3 fucking notes says, just the first 3 fucking notes that plays right after this explains everything. Samus, it's an X mimicking you. I have named it the SAX. You just give just give the player a brief flashback to remind them on what they should be worried about. I believe the SAX came from the capsule containing your infected suit parts. It used a power bomb to escape the quarantine bay. That explosion breached the capsules containing all the X's started this disaster. But the SAX is definitely our biggest worry right now. The SAX is mimicking you at full power. You can't face it. If you see the SAX, just run. Don't think about fighting. You are still very vulnerable to cold. Game changer number 3. Gaining the powers of a Metroid by absorbing the X parasites, practically killing them in the process. But you have also acquired their greatest weakness. An unexpected side effect of the Metroid vaccine. Like Metroids, you can be frozen by an ice beam. Of course, the SAX is armed with the ice beam. Stay away. If you see it, just fucking highlight. Just fucking highlight those 2 words for emphasis. Like it's so important. Just run. Dude. It is insane. HQ says they have bomb data ready in the data room. Bombs will help you find a way out if the SAX traps you. The data room is here, but it's sealed by a level 1 hatch. You'll have to find the security room and release the level 1 locks. But for safety protocols, it's not marked on the map. You'll have to find it on your own somehow, Samus. So, first find the security room and unlock level 1 hatches, then go to the data room and get that bomb data. Is your objective clear? Keep an eye out for the SAX. Just a constant reminder on what you should be, on what your greatest concern should be about. Not completing your mission, it's survival. This game is far more than a 2D action side-scroller adventure. Metroidvania. Well, yeah, Metroid game and all that. It's a survival horror game. Despite the fact that it's not, the fact that it's not, anyone who says otherwise is spewing bullshit. This game is survival horror. Especially if it's their first time playing it. Seriously. In here, we encounter the red-colored Zeros. The larval stage of the soon-to-be morphed Hunters. And let me just say right now that the Hunters in Metroid Fusion are a severe fucking pain in the ass compared to any other single-handedly pains in the ass this entire game has to offer. This whole expansion, we can't get that yet. I really despise the Hunters in this game because of how unbalanced their attacks are. They deal an insane amount of damage with their stingers. Physical contact is minor, but with their stingers, just be extremely fucking careful when you encounter one. Underrated thing about Metroid Fusion's soundtrack. It progresses just like the game itself. And it also progresses just like Samus's emotions. Like, every area that you enter inside in, the emotions change. Because in here, it's about suspense. Like, carefully treading forward, knowing that the SCX is in here. but unknowing on exactly where it is. At the exact same time, it gives off these very catchy vibes of tropical, of the more tropical environment, despite the fact that it's more disquieting. Alright, activating the security level 1 hatches, complete. And yeah, like I said before, charge shot is extremely unbalanced. Point blank range, single missile is not enough to kill a zero. You need 2 missiles. So yeah, objectively, point blank range charge shot is much more powerful than a single missile. We just instant kill them. Just instant kill them. Without having to worry about wasting ammo. Just use your charge beam. It's much more efficient. And here we go, we have the ouches. Good old hilariously named enemies in Super Metroid. The ouches. I absolutely love them. Of course, we can't get through there yet because we don't have the morph ball bombs. Another thing I love about the Metroid Fusion soundtrack, not only does it progress the feelings of Samus's inner emotions, just you know, like, I don't know, like pounding through her head, and also just pounding through the player's head, no less. It's also the way on how the situation of the story progresses. Got a Neo. Okay, never mind. The green X parasites actually restore 2 rounds of missiles. I know I keep on saying this, but like I said, the more powerful you become in this game, the smarter the X parasites get. Because we have downloaded the morph ball bombs. Immediately upon doing so, the the computer of Adam just says that the XEX might trap you inside the sector. Because guess what? That's exactly what happens the moment you acquire the morph ball bombs. It just casually walks by. Just hear the explosion from a distance. You don't see the explosion, you only hear it. And last thing you notice is just the crippled terrain, the now permanently shut, destroyed, sealed door. Don't know how, but it is. And the fact that you can't go back. You have to move forward. The only thing that you really needed to do in Sector 1 was open the security level 1 hatches. However, the X-Parasites have better plans. Have better plans rolled up in their sleeve. Very promising for them, but very concerning for you. Alright. To the right side is a save station. Gonna need this, because this is going to be our very first official encounter with the SAX, so you better be fucking prepared for this. Always expect the unexpected. Perfect music to listen to when you're sneaking inside, when you're just... It's all about, I don't know, like, elusive movement. Sneaking inside. You sneaking inside, treading carefully inside the area, all the while being extremely fucking careful. But it also represents the presence of danger, lurking somewhere where you least expect it. This had to be like my third favorite track in the game. Well, not overall third, like, okay, excluding boss fights, because they're just boss fights. They're fun, they're engaging, they're intense, and just, yeah, exactly that. I have no choice but to, oh wait, no, hold on. Alright, Zero, prepare to live up to your name, because you're absolutely nothing anymore. Alright, continuing on through here. I kind of forget on exactly when I'm going to encounter the SAX. I know for a fact that it's soon. An X-infected Disgiga. Gotta be careful of that. They shoot out spikes when you fire at them. I just commit mass genocide in this entire room. Gonna need it. Another thing that I really do not like about Metroid Fusion is because of how long Morph Ball bombs take to detonate. Way too long. Oh no. We got a blue variant of Zeros. Have way too much fucking HP for their own damn good, and I have no idea why. Pretty sure it only takes like 4 point-blank range charge shots to kill. Alright, continuing on. Puyos. I thought it would... A lot more... The Puyos in this game are a lot more spiky in appearance. Hidden passages. You know, it's best to like kill them with kill the missiles because of their trajectory. Pretty soon we're going to fight our third boss in the game, which is the Zazabi. I'd have to say the most suggestively themed boss in all of Metroid. Because when you're a kid, you don't understand things. Because when you're a kid, you don't understand things clearly the way that the game tries their absolute best to interpret them to you. But when you grow older, you also become to start to have this let's just say a form of inappropriateness when you learn more about the world around you. You know, the more disgusting kinds, actually. Even the things that you shouldn't, even the more like stuff that you shouldn't really know about, because I'll leave it simply as this. Oh shit. Oh wait, never mind. The SX doesn't actually appear through here just yet. That is our first appearance of that was our first appearance of the SAX in this game, but alright, let's see if I got this. Let's see if I can get this free missile expansion. Okay. Yeah, okay. Yep. You can actually get this missile expansion early with well-timed wall jumps. Except, it actually is possible. Oh, duh. Alright, I can do this. This might be a while, give me a second. Why'd you have to pull me into this, Adam? I don't think I'm ever going to do this again, honestly. It's such a waste of my energy. Well, anyway, I did it. Was it worth it? I honestly disagree. It's not worth it. It's designed specifically for the gravity suit, but you actually can get it without it. Surprisingly. Yeah. Okay. That was a little bit more annoying than satisfying, honestly. Adam was able to, like, pull it off in, like, a matter of, like, I don't know, seconds. Because, like, yeah, you can do that. It's like, wait, what? It's like, no, you're not gonna get it. It's impossible. It's like, oh, really? Yeah, really. And then he gets it, I'm like, okay, I'm never doubting you again. That's how it all started. Well, anyway. Moving onward. Oh yeah, that's real nice. Only in Metroid Fusion will items actually run away from you. The only time where health runs away from you when you're trying to grab it. Gotta say, as powerful, as annoying as they are, X-Parasites are intelligent as fuck parasitic organisms. Alright, anyway, as I was saying about the suggestive themes on the way that Zazabi is designed, well, I'll get there by the time I will get there by the time I face off against it, so I'll explain more. I'll explain more when we get to the area. Power bomb, obviously. Alright, let's see if I'm right. 1 charge shot, 2 charge shot, 3 charge shot. Why are you moving so fast? 4, about 5. I want missiles, not health, please. A little bit strange on how this place is designed. Looks like a bunch of parasitic funguses for this ecosystem. Viruses in the background, vines, spores, possibly toxic toadstools. There's only one way to get through there. This one part of Metroid Fusion also marks the point of when players become stuck the first time, because I was most definitely. I don't know where the fuck to go, because on this side you only get an energy tank. So when in doubt, bomb everything. Do what Super Metroid taught you, or Metroid 2 actually taught you. Destroy this Ghidorah once again. Cooperate with me here. 1. I'm curious. Can they actually get hurt by the charge beam? Oh my god, they actually can. I had no idea about that. Well, anyway, here's the suggestively themed mini boss in Metroid Fusion, the Zazabi. Wanna know why Wanna know why I call it suggestively themed? Well, look at that. Transparent body. Oval shape in appearance. The fact that you can get trapped inside. It tries to eat you. To cover you. Yeah. Pretty sure you know exactly where this is going when I say this, but skip ahead 5 seconds if you don't want to hear it, because I'll say it right now. Zazabi is literally an alien condom. So, yeah. Sorry for anyone that did not want to hear it, but I had to say it anyway because it's just something that I really wanted to get out of my mind because it was bothering me for a severely long time. That's exactly what it is. It just hops around. It just hops around back and forth for absolutely no reason. Destroy a couple of its segments. And the entrance inside, reaching toward its nucleus becomes a lot more shorter in size and requires just a little bit of precision. I won't lie, because of the final, the final segment to break apart from the Zazabi, I died quite a lot because I kept on getting fucking captured by it. Alright. It is actually possible to, like, hit the core X barrier twice with perfect timing. Meaning you're actually able to break the barrier with only, like, I don't know, like, break the barrier, like, two, or with only, like, a... Okay, 2 or 3 times when it's stunned. And this is why beta testing is a thing, because if the game was actually released a little bit too early in testing, then, like, I don't know, a block too high, it would be literally impossible to get out of here. Because the high jump boots, because when you get the high jump boots, this wall is as large as your jump height. Kind of unique in a way. Obviously on the top right corner is where you get an item, but we can't get it yet. Alright, now we can finally get out of here. Just gotta make sure if I got everything here. Yeah, I pretty much did. Save the game. Gonna need that. Gonna need that more than anything. Alright. And immediately collecting the high jump boots. Let's just say another disaster is in the progress. Is in the progress of the making. The zeros are no longer present. They're entering inside their impenetrable chrysalises. Yep. They're no longer alive. They're no longer here. But the SAX is definitely nearby. And this is how you're greeted to it. You suddenly fall straight to the floor, and then this is your introduction to it. The dreaded fucking footsteps. The heart beats in the background like it's yours. Music stops. This is the most terrifying part. With your first encounter with the SAX, you're supposed to move onward in the direction of where it went. Doesn't that destroy the whole purpose of if you see it, just run? Where did it go? We don't know. But we are going to eventually encounter it again later on. And now the zeros have very fucking quickly morphed into their pupil stage. Can't destroy them, not even with a charged shot. That leads to other parts of the sector that you cannot access until way later on. Oh yeah, interesting thing about the high jump boots. It comes with a free upgrade of the spring ball enhancement for the morph ball. So yeah, it's basically a 2-in-1. Usually I always get hit by those enemies when I encounter them, but no, I know they're AI. They fire when you fire, or you fire every single time when they get hit. All right, let's get out of here. At least I think I got everything in here. Let me just double check real quick. Then we can move. Hello, Neo. You know, at this rate, I might as well just want to always skip ahead every single time when I deploy a morph ball bomb from now on. Jeez. Why does it have to be so slow? What's in here, though? Oh, right, of course. Possibly just another missile expansion. All the way up here. Alright. Looks like that is everything that that we can do in sector 2. Immediately we're going straight to sector 4. Not sector 3, because that area is hot. Alright. Get through here. These things will eventually turn into obnoxious little bastards way later on in the game, and I am not looking forward to it, honestly. What I'm looking forward to is going to the water level, so let's go. Alright. 5 missiles. Plenty of freaking energy. Usually you only get 3 instead of 4, because the other one's extremely well hidden. Well, anyway. Give me 1 second, though. Need to go to the navigation room first. Progress onward in the story and learn more about it. Samus, we've got trouble. Releasing the security lock may have been a bad idea. The SAX has invaded the water environment in Sector 4, AQA, with several thousand X. With the blue hatches active, the SAX slipped in easily. The creatures and systems in Sector 4 are already showing multiple irregularities. I'm currently investigating. I'll brief you in the navigation room when you arrive. Is your objective clear? Now head for Sector 4. Yep, every single time you progress, the situation grows more deadlier by the second. Alright, that'll have to conclude the end of this episode of A Dreadful Journey featuring Metroid Fusion, episode number 37. Hope to see you again in the next one. We enter inside Sector 4, Aquatic. So, hope you enjoyed this one, and we'll see you later. This is GBA049, signing out, going offline, and see you next mission.